Hello YouTube. I want to make this video quick, short, sweet, to the point. I'm building a custom Beyblade system. It is called Beyblade Micro Drive. And yeah, I'm building this system for the Bay modders who are willing and able to work with it. These bays are not meant to be anywhere near the level of X. I don't want them to be anywhere near the level of X. I don't even want them to be the level of Plastic Gen. The strongest that the ones that I'll make will ever get is to the level of Plastic Gen. But for those who want to go absolutely insane with this system, you have full permission. It's your system as much as it is mine. I do not own this system. I want those who are willing and able to build it. They have the ownership to this system. It is meant for the Bay modders, past Bay modders, present Bay modders, and future Bay modders. I want people to work with this system. Not only because it saves X bays for those who like heavily Bay mod stuff and they really don't want to waste X bays like I do. It's not going to waste. It's just you kind of ruin them competitively. Crap, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. And just those who are wanting to get away from the community. I don't know what's all going on in the Beyblade community as a whole, but there's a little bit of toxicity going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't really care what's going on. It's not my business. It's not my problem. But I don't want to see somebody quit something they love because of bad people. That hurts me. That hurts me very bad. I may not know any Baytuber out there personally, but nobody wants to see their favorite YouTuber quit. Or take a step back for that matter. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But hopefully this system will be a driving force away from the toxicity of the Beyblade community. Logan Paul is going to get involved with Beyblade X. You know what Logan Paul's probably not going to get involved with? Glorified pieces of Legos on a stick. That's all Micro Drive is. Very simple. I don't want there to be a competitive scene with this system, but if you want to build a bay really strong, knock yourself out. Competitive wise, you got to realize I've only made 3 of these bad boys. And out of all 3 of them, the best one is not even one in my ownership. It's actually a homage to a Baytuber called Counterburst or Counters Customs. Their Bay Wolf. Competitive-wise, Wolf is the best one. This is Wolf V1. So, yeah, there is a little bit of a small competitive scene. I don't want it to get toxic. That's all I ask. I will not be using metal for any of these, just because I don't want them to be anywhere near the power level of X or Plastic Gen. I want them to be in a league of their own. I will not be using metal for any of my customs. If I feel a custom is going to get way too powerful, I purposefully imbalance it. Besides Wolf. Wolf, I feel like Wolf will get overshadowed. Wolf V1 will get overshadowed in the future. I'll be making stuff like Wolf V2, of course. But, for example, with this thing's called Supercell. This thing is supposed to be a homage to Flame 230 CS, which is like one of the best Metal Fight combos. And I saw it was getting a round shape. So what did I do? I added more plastic to one side than the other to purposely give it an imbalance. Also, to be fair, the tip of it is not grinded down to a flat surface where it's able to spin normally. I will get to that. So, there's that. But I want it to be dumb fun. I really do. I want it to be dumb fun for those who are creative people. That's all I want. But that's the entire purpose why I made Micro Drive. Because they're so small, you cannot get competitive with these things. So, yeah. This is the average micro drive bay. This is... Okay, Acid beat Wolf. Wolf is the best. But anyways, yeah, they're too small to make competitive. So it's dumb fun. That's all I want. I want to have fun. This hobby has been a safe space for me, and I'm keeping it that way for me. But no more of that. No more of that. Let's get into explaining how this bad boy works. Starting off, we have the part that makes the bay spin and the part that you launch your bay with, the drive rod. All drive rods, for me, all drive rods are going to be the same. So there's that. We're going to work from the bottom up. Next part, the chassis. This is known as standard. This chassis is known as standard. There are only two chassis that have been made. This is standard, and the one that appears on Supercell, small. So standard, small. There's a chassis called Paradox. I actually have this chassis on me. This is going to be known. It's sticky. I'm recording this in my little brother's room, and he plays with Legos as much as I do. So this chassis is known as Edge because it has like 6 edges. Bingo. Anyways, this is standard, and this is the attack blade. Chassis are the standard, like the equivalent to discs. The chassis is from Super King and the ratchets from X. It's the middle part of the bay. Not the haircut, but quite literally the middle part of the bay. Then we have the attack blade. This is my partner bay, known as Acid V1. I do recommend, if you want to build a drive bay, a micro drive bay, I heavily recommend that you make the shape dual spin. Why, you may ask? Because all these bad boys are dual spinning. So, yeah. Yeah, the only problem with them is the balancing. Like, not competitive balancing, but making the bay balanced. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. I'll do a review of all of the micro drive bays I have built. I'm sorry if I stumbled over my words. I'm just kind of tired and I don't want to record. But yeah, very simple system. I do recommend bay modders get involved on it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, if you came from the Counterburst Discord, let me know your thoughts on Discord. So yeah. Peace out.